Someone drives off with a new car.
Before we even get there, have you ever seen this many men? Well, she's getting pampered. We're going to talk fashion. We've got some great fall looks, some great holiday looks, and some great coats with Lisa Rogers, everyone. Come on down. So you know what? The weather's
I'm going to win the car.
You're getting the car.
I am going to win the car.
You drove the car.
I got to drive the car.
Right?
You know what? Fabulous car. And I have to say, I couldn't believe how much space there was in it. It was shocking how much room there wasn't. I really enjoyed driving the car. So, you know what? The odds are really good in this audience. That's all I have to say.
Kidding.
Look at this. You know, I know. I'm getting all excited wondering what's going to be.
Listen, everyone's excited. We all love to see someone win. And it's just an exciting day altogether. Now, we've been having a lot of really great weather in Toronto. A lot of us haven't been pulling out the coats yet, but it's now time.
I felt it today.
I felt it today.
Oh, yeah, and if you're a little bit north of here or anywhere, there's snow happening. So it's definitely coat time, and there's lots of layering and great coats. So I went to Square One, great mall, lots of new exciting things happening at Square One, and I had lots of fun. So we're picking things, okay, just everybody knows, in different age ranges, something for everybody, and we're going to have some fun in the show today.
Before we even get there, have you ever seen this many men in a Fashion Friday?
I was thinking the same thing.
Have you ever?
No, isn't this great?
This is what happens when we give away cars, you see.
I know, you see. I know you have to do that. Okay, next time it could be a tractor or something. Think mowing the lawn. There's possibility here.
So break it down for us. This is beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Men, we call this a what? A cape?
It's a, slash blanket coat.
Ooh,
sort of a take on the old poncho, and it's the newness of it. And we're dealing here with beautiful, rich tones. So I thought this was such a great piece because if you have a gorgeous suit on, it's a lovely way you can throw it on. You don't have to worry about getting your arms through a coat now. You've got this, you can, if you wish to put on a longer glove, keep warm. And I love the detail in the snap at the neck. It was almost like a little bit of jewelry that was in there. Length is great, so easily you could wear this with a dress, you could wear it with a suit, with pants, lots of different options. The cape, thank you very much to Zara. And actually, Carolyn is wearing this little skinny jean, but it's the same as the one I have, and mine isn't skinny, and it is this new waxed kind of material. It's very interesting. It feels almost, it has some, I have no idea how they do this, but it has, have you felt that?
You know what, I've worn a pair of these, and I just have a small warning for ladies.
Yes.
Don't wear it if you have dimples. It will show your dimples.
But it depends. You see, mine's
it depends. You have to go a size up.
Mine's more forgiving. I have a looser pant. I would never feel comfortable in a skinny like.
She's got no dimples.
But she has no dimples. And then just a very simple, classic, basic coloring all the way through. Look at, and we've decided color blocking is the name of the game right now. We're going to talk further in the show about how to do it, but not being frightened to actually add hints of a bright, beautiful color, and finished it with the great little booty of the season.
Gorgeous.
Thank you to Zara.
Carolyn. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the color palette. It's beautiful. Very nice. This is a really sophisticated look.
Isn't this lovely?
A lot of women can carry off. I like the length
I do
as well.
too. Coats are beautiful, and I like this one because it gives you a little bit of a military feel, but at the same time, the collar, the way the collar is, sort of opens up. It has a very feminine sort of framing around the face, and I love that double-breasted effect. And then the newness is in, look at this, a zipper in the pocket, so it's sort of an interesting add-on. Lots of nice detail, but notice how it gives you nice shape through the waistline.
And I love that in a coat.
Very feminine.
It's not bulky.
That's right. So this is a good coat that you could wear over a pant, or lovely for a dress. The coat that you need when you want to put on a pretty dress and you're going to go out in the evening and you forget the duffel coat over the pretty dress.
Right.
We want a nice coat to go over that, and we can get a nice coat now. So here it is, beautifully undone, and look underneath how pretty this is.
Gorgeous.
Polka dots are everywhere. The more feminine look, absolutely. Almost 40 inspired. This comes from the store Denise at Square One. And I just thought, you know, for that girl that really wants something very fashion forward, dresses are everywhere. I love the purple, soft purple hue of it, and check out the gorgeous shoes.
Ooh, nice.
That's Michael Kors, and they're a velvet wedge shoe, and everything just said femininity. It just was pretty. And then we just added a bright hint of red.
I love that. I love the pops of color. It's
Don't
nice.
be frightened just to throw in a little pop of color. It makes it new.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Very pretty.
Thanks. Very nice. Ooh, Okay,
You know what?
This is a nice piece.
I thought of you when I saw this dress.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
That's
I thought
a
of you.
compliment.
I thought it would be so beautiful. Michael
I would
Kors.
absolutely wear that.
So what we did is, again, we wanted to throw in, rather than all black from head to toe, a beautiful color. So the richness of teal, and teal is a big color this season. It could be burgundy. It could be whatever your color is and you love. It almost is acting as a shawl. And then underneath this wonderful shift dress. It's just exquisite, and you've got the feathers on the bottom, which are everywhere, with this just a little bit of bejeweling.
Yeah.
And notice you don't, when you've got a dress like this, you don't need to do anything else.
Nope.
It just speaks. But we added our little polka dot hose on at the bottom, and a gorgeous shoe, again, shoes, and all the pieces are thanks to Michael Kors. They've got some great stuff in the store. Wear one.
Gorgeous.
And that's all you need. You look beautiful. You're great for Christmas.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Are you taking notes, men? Yes. You've got at least one item that you can buy for your significant other, right? Yeah. All right. Let's go to break. More coming up on Fashion Friday. Stay with us. This is so
Up next, the perfect party dress.
cute.
Isn't this cute? Look at how pretty this
Love
dress
that.
is. And very much on track with all of the trends in fashion right now.
If you're just tuning in, it is, of course, Fashion Friday, and we've got great lessons for you today, but we are also giving away a car at the end of today's show. So we've never done this before in CityLine history, so you've got to stay tuned for that, as well as all of these great looks that you've pulled from Square One.
I had a great time.
That's going to get us into the holiday
It was
season.
everything, just not to shop while you're doing it. That's the problem with this job, Tracy. You're in the stores. You have to have, like, you know, really hold back, right? You're going, oh, that looks so good.
Yeah,
I had
hear
so
ya.
much fun because there were so many great things to choose from.
Try being on a diet when the 3 chefs are in here.
Oh, I know you're on your...
Let me tell
I
you.
don't know how you do that one.
It's a toughie,
Oh.
so I understand. I feel your pain. I get it. Now, I love the neutrals here.
I do too. And you know, camel is one of those things that is timeless. You know, a camel coat, if you don't have one in your wardrobe, it's so warm, it's so beautiful. It goes with everything. It's a great neutral. And I like this one because it was a little bit shorter. It wasn't sort of a long coat. So what I liked about it was it can work through a number of different seasons. The weight as well. It's that into, you know, the early part of fall layered. It's into early spring when it's a little cooler. And that's a great investment in a coat. So I thought this was a beautiful little coat, and I thank Banana Republic for this lovely coat.
Nice.
And underneath, look at this pretty little lace dress. Again, dresses are everywhere, and lace is huge. And I loved the sort of nude, beautiful caramel color of this lace dress. And again, you'll notice everything is belted, lots of little belts at the waist. But if you're uncomfortable with that, you don't have to do it. Or if you do want to belt it, you always think to belt it with something that's the same color. So if you're in something black like I am, you'd belt with black, and that way you get the definition without cutting yourself in half. Very, very pretty, lovely little bags. Purses are great these days. I'm loving purses, the direction.
They're going back to being really dainty again.
Yes,
which is
and
nice
less
because they got really big and
bling
chunky
bling
with a lot
all
of stuff
over.
all over
Yes,
them.
and much more elegant looking. So I thank Michael Kors for this. And let me see, our dress is from Denise.
Oh, nice.
Very pretty dress.
Very nice.
So-
And then the shoes? These?
Aren't those great shoes?
I love them.
I love those shoes. I got those shoes. Of course, there's so many things in all of this. I got those shoes at Michael Kors.
Very nice.
I like the peep toe.
And
Are
they're
they?
comfortable.
Yeah, they're great.
comfortable. That
And
is huge.
They look good with hose as well, depending on what you're wearing, because it's
Yeah.
okay to have that peep toe and still see your hose at the end.
Very nice.
Look
Thanks,
great.
Carolyn.
Thanks,
Beautiful.
Carolyn. Very pretty.
Really nice. And nice to get some transitional pieces that you're going to be able to use
You know what?
in spring.
That's what you need to buy.
Yeah,
you
that's
need
a
to
good
think
thing.
about it in the bigger picture, not just, oh, I love that right now. And,
Yeah.
you know, things that are going to last
Stretch
for
your
you.
buck.
Stretch your buck. That's the whole idea. Love this little outfit. This is from Armani. They have the Armani store in Square One. And it's a younger audience, definitely, but lots of fun and great pieces. And we're talking about holidays coming up.
Yeah.
And so I showed that beautiful dress that was on Kathy, you know, for a woman, you know, that's a little more, you know, mature and is looking for that look. But
Yeah.
there's lots of fun, beautiful dresses. So look at this. This is sort of like a faux lamb's wool, but a great little jacket. Sort of, I love the way it's zipped just sort of slightly to the side. And again, a jacket you can wear with a ton of different things. But I just put it on over the dress because I thought, you know, this has a little poofy skirt. So it's sort of cut right there. If you put a long coat, it sort of diminishes the beauty of what's
Doesn't
going
work.
on in this great skirt. So let's take the jacket off because I just love this. This dress, again, all this is from Armani. Our little purse is from Banana.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't this cute? Look at how pretty this dress is. And very much on track with all of the trends in fashion right now. Okay, so we're going to this very 50s inspired kind of look. Nice little cap sleeve. I like the silver. It's almost like an animal print, but it's on top of the black, silver on the black, so it doesn't stand out as you'd find in a normal animal print. Lovely pleating through the body of it, so it gives you a little bit of this lovely little peplum through the body and nice definition in the waist, and it's short and it's pretty and it's perfect for a Christmas party.
It's really nice if you want to show off those gams.
I know, look at those gams
lovely.
too. So
and
Town
really nice
Shoes, thanks to Town Shoes for our shoes. I've got all little pieces mixed and matched here, but look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, honey.
Love that.
Wow, look at you.
Different ways to add holiday, because you know, for so many people they may just say, okay, I don't want to go out and buy a whole outfit, what can I do? So that may be just a great little blazer that you can put on later with jeans, but you can dress it up. This is age appropriate for anybody. I mean, I love this over a white shirt and just a beautiful black skirt, and immediately your holiday and Christmas or New Year's, whatever that special occasion is. So we popped that on top of a very interesting, okay, so Armani was the blazer, but I popped that on top of this interesting pair of slacks from Zara, which is sort of, you know, we saw harem pants for a while.
Yep.
So now they've sort of taken that harem pant and they've adjusted it, and look at how sort of the front pleat is sort of slightly offside. The leg is a little bit narrower, and it's actually it actually gets a skinny leg and shorter, but it's an interesting off center, and I've been seeing this pant a lot lately.
Yeah.
Definitely an interesting pant, a little bit more youthful, but I thought it was worth showing everyone, and then popped it with some lovely color underneath.
Right.
You know, it doesn't have to be just black or black and white or all those things we know. Pop in a little bit of cranberry and a silk, and don't hesitate to work with scarves, because scarves are great. You know, we did a demo one day. I've been asked so many times to come back and do scarf demo, because now it's winter and fall, and that's when people really want to, you know, whatever you're wearing, it'll make it bring it alive. It really will. And then check out the bag.
Well,
thank you to Michael Kors. Isn't that great?
And the sparkly shoes. There's no place like home.
Aren't they wonderful?
They're
They
so
remind
cute.
me of something like David Bowie or something. They're such great little shoes. That's Town Shoes. Everything else is from Zara, and of course Michael Kors is the bag.
Lovely.
You look beautiful.
Very nice. Well, if you've seen something you liked, you will love this, because everyone in the audience is going to get a $25 gift card to spend at Square One. Go get some shopping done. Let's go to break.
So good on you. That looks great, huh?
You were freaking out.
Coming up, tips for
Long. Now, this is an interesting segment we're about to do. We're about to talk about fashion myths, and I think it's like the perfect audience for this.
That's right. You know what? When you were just saying that, I was waiting for you to say, and this is great because everybody's going to get a car.
Oh, maybe that's why I heard them prematurely start cheering.
And then I thought maybe there's hope for us too. We could get in the audience there.
You're not getting a car
Not
today,
getting a
Lisa.
car.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I know.
Our names are just not in that draw. You know, there are a lot of things that we think of when we think of fashion myths, and one of them is this whole idea of, actually, I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to test them.
Oh,
Okay?
Okay.
So it has to do with the color with white. It has to do with white. What might be a fashion myth when it comes to white? What do you think?
Not wearing it after Labor Day?
Give me 5.
That's it. Wow. Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, that just proves the young guys. You know, it's a whole new world.
I know it
They're
is.
actually paying attention. I know they're watching the show.
They're savvy, they're on point.
They
but
are,
you
they're
can
fabulous.
wear white after Labor Day.
Absolutely, you can. All of those myths are gone.
Yeah.
Just forget it. I mean, you can't wear glitter in the day, and then after a certain point, you can't wear velvet. And
Right.
You know what? Forget it. It's not so much about that. It's more about how you wear it.
Right.
And the fabric that it's made in. So it will tell you everything. Now, the first myth here we're going to talk about is how to wear leather this season. Okay?
Okay, because we hear leather is very big
That's
this
right.
season. As a matter
It's
of
coming
fact,
back.
You're rocking some leather right there.
And there you go.
It looks amazing.
It looks
on her.
fantastic. Now, interestingly enough, on the runways, we know everybody knows black leather. And you know the motorcycle jacket's been popular over the last number of seasons, and black is always a really great staple. But the newness of leather this season is in the caramel and warm brown tones.
Okay.
And that's where the newness is. And so if you are out there, now first of all, pencil skirt, the biggest skirt this season. season. Thank you to Danier. They've done a beautiful brown pencil skirt. But how you can really make the leather work without dressing it up too much and to wear it every day is pairing it with a nice big chunky sweater. And that's how you change the whole look. I mean, you can easily put this with a lovely shirt and wear it to the office. It's great. But the newness of it is in the relationship between the chunkiness of the sweater and the mixing of the textures together.
So you have a little bit of casual to almost temper that leather, because a lot of people think leather and they think dressy.
They think dressy.
So
and then, and again, you can dress this up if you want, but what we're seeing now, that's why I put it with the flat boot rather than a high one, because this is something that I think most women will love and understand, because even though we see all those high shoes and boots and we're wearing them on the show, we are sitting down. Okay. And when we're living our real life, we are in, we're shopping, we're at the grocery, we're doing things. So this is a beautiful, beautiful boot, and I want to thank Michael Kors for the boot.
Nice.
And you're pulling the whole thing down, then we layered it on top. I love the feeling of adding, again, can I grab that coat? That rusty kind of color. These are all the fall, warm, beautiful tones. Yeah. But this coat is lovely. It's got great detail on the pocket, and it blends so beautifully with, again, textures and colors, and popped it on with a great Michael Kors bag. Now, I want to just say the great coat is thanks to Zara.
Now you know how to wear your leather. Warm it up in a little bit of brown. Thank you. Make it casual on top of the chunky sweater. What's your next myth? What's your next myth?
My next one?
Your next myth. What is it?
My next trend
is
how to wear white.
It is how to wear white.
Here we go.
So how to wear white. This one, and this is such a beautiful.
Isn't this a beautiful little jacket again?
Example of a winter white.
Thanks to Zara, it's got a little bit of sparkle in it. What I like about this jacket, it's going to take you through holiday if that's what you want to do, but I love it paired here with jeans. So how do you wear winter white? Wearing it all over is not the way to go. This season, it's all about softening it out and mixing it with things like nude. That warms that white up, mixing it with gray. I had an option. I had a pair of beautiful gray flannel pants with a wider leg. Okay, that looked equally as beautiful with this, as did the skinny jean. But again, this has that very Chanel inspiration about it. I think this is a timeless little piece. I think you buy this in your wardrobe. It's one of those ones you have, you maybe don't wear it next season, but you'll bring it out again. It will always come back out.
Absolutely.
That's right. And Zara is all of this. We want to thank even my jewelry, all these big, chunky, beautiful watches. Guys, in the audience and watching, you want something wonderful for your sweetheart? For Christmas? Nothing like a great watch. A new watch, and they have a great selection of jewelry and watches there. Beautiful purses.
Oh, I love that.
I always say, just give me a give me a gift certificate, and then I can go in and go wild all by myself. Anyways, winter white, and again, honestly, I'm saying it's pairing it with softer tones. That could be camel.
Right.
Okay, it could be gray, but don't be so stark as black and white.
Right. Make sure you're using it with a
You're wearing it with a softening color. That's right.
Thank you. Thanks, I love that. I love that. That's really nice. That jacket. Now, what's the trend color blocking?
We've got no. Here we are, and we're talking about two different things here. One, we're talking about plaids and checks and plaids. We're also talking about the menswear look. And how do you wear the menswear look this season? Okay.
Because it is very tricky. It is. It can come off as very masculine.
That's right. So what you want to do more than anything else is add a feminine element to this. And that became this beautiful little floral blouse. It could be something with ruffles. It could be something just a blouse that speaks feminine, that's beautiful. And this was Zara, and they had a great selection of wonderful little floral, beautiful blouses. And that blouse said to me, look at all the things I can wear with it. And you know what? I can wear that into the spring and summer season as well. As I can wear the jacket, this is something I could wear to the office. Now, how do you wear a plaid like this? You don't want to get it too boxy. You want to have it really nicely fitted. And notice with this sort of this kind of a check, look at how refined that is. So it's not actually adding size to the body. Because many of them will be in much like many of the menswear fabrics, they'll be in bigger blocks. And that's not what you want to do. You want to get it so it's lean and it's nice and defines your waistline beautifully. And then you can pair a jacket like that with so many different things. You could add it with gray, you can add it with black pants, you can add it with a variety of different tones and colors that you're going to find in perhaps the blouse you're wearing.
So make sure it has a little bit of structure so it doesn't
Yes,
get all
that's
boxy.
right. You don't want it really boxy. And if it's boxy, like this jacket I have, it's longer and it's a little bit more boxy. So what I did was I belted it so that it brought the waist in and it just gave me a little bit more shape.
Yeah,
so that nobody knew how wide my waistline really is. They'll never know.
They'll never know.
It's
a secret.
It's a secret.
Beautiful.
Added some touches of red and pulled out some things that were in the blouse and love the coat. Look at that beautiful coat. I love seeing color. I love seeing it in coats. Talking about adding it, interjecting it in your wardrobe. That's what it's about this season.
Okay.
Okay? Looking
Beautiful.
great, Kathy.
Very nice, Kathy. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Give her a hand. So is it color blocking?
It is adding dash of
You know
color.
what? We hear so much about color blocking. You all know what color blocking is, right? It's when you're wearing different colors that you wouldn't traditionally pair together.
Be very confusing because you look at the picture in the magazine. Remember when it first came out? I'm looking at the picture in the magazine. I'm going, gee, that looks really good. Why does that look really good? How do you do that? Look at that. And it seemed so odd to me at first, to my eye. Because it was just, you know, it was almost like if it looks wrong, you know you've got it right almost. It was one of those at first. And then I realized that actually this was a good idea of a way to do color blocking, okay? This is a great coat from Zara. And notice how they've inset these panels in the front of a chocolate brown coat, okay? That in itself, the way that they've done that in that very structured manner is color blocking. But then you can build on color blocking. And what we did was we touched upon working with the different colors. Now, I love this green. I thought it was the most beautiful green, and I loved it with the brown. So your color blocking, think of it this way in most cases, even those, you have a neutral palette, add 2 colors to your palette. Whatever it is on your clothing, okay?
And it could be any 2 colors.
You want to stay, important to keep in mind, it's best to stay tonally. So if it's a really bright color, you want 2 brights. If it's a more of a neutral color, as you see here, you want 2 neutrals. But think of adding 2 strong units. And if it's here that you start, and this is it, and then you put the pant on, those are your 2 key colors. We've put some insets of color blocking, but it's so subtle on here that it just gives, okay, now look at this purse. This is a perfect example of color blocking. Against a neutral palette, they've put this strong yellow, and that makes it, the newness is fabulous. And then
turn around to the front.
Yeah.
See, I was okay, and then you lost me.
Oh yeah, no.
Then you showed me a canary yellow bag.
That's the bag.
Because I'm thinking 1, 2, 3.
That's great, but that's as far as what you're wearing. And then your accessories, you can add another color. It's like we did in the other show. We were in an outfit, and then we threw on a red glove, or we put on a. That's where in your accessories you can put a pop of something. But in your base you want to stay within the tones and add 2 colors, and that will do it for you, and you'll get that. You could get it in a top and a pant.
Very nice.
Okay?
See, I'm so boring. This is the extent of my color blocking.
You see, there's good color blocking.
That's a color block
But look at that. Okay, so
Oh wow. Okay.
So you've got the black. You've got the black on here, and then you've got 2 colors, but they're in the same tone. Do you see that?
That's true.
Okay, the shoe speaks volume.
There you go.
Everything.
Let's go to break. We got more coming up.